Just one life, that's all that we've been given here. Just one chance to make a difference where we live. I'm just one man, I'm only human, but only human means I've got a lot to give. Love can move the world as the moon in the sky moves the sea. Love can cause the wars to cease. Love can move this world to peace. It's a tide that begins with you and me. Love can move the world as the warmth of the sun moves the tree. Feel the wind of love increase as we move this world to peace. Come love the world with me. Look around, there's someone hurting near you. Look around, there's something you can do. Look within you and find your spirit to change the world. There's got to
My heart calls out from an ancient place, declares you are the one. I call your name and I seek your face, and to you I run, to be with you and walk with you, to pray with you and cry with you. Prepares my soul, redeems my past, and frees this song at last. And I will fly. And I will fly. If you will fly. If you will fly. We will fly as one. And I will fly. And I will fly. If you will fly. If you will fly. Till the morning sun.
We choose to love each other now, and when the day is done, the love we share will light the sky, and darkness will be gone. God will surely guide our flight, enchanted love expands. So rest in me and I will rest in you. The rest is in God's hand.
And I will fly.
And I will fly.
If you will fly.
If you will fly.
We will fly as one. And I will fly. If you will fly.
If you will fly.
Till the morning sun.
Good morning and welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living Hour of Power. We're coming to you live from the Inspiration Cafe in Paoli, Pennsylvania. And oh my goodness, we're so glad that you chose to join us. I can't see where you are, those of you out there in the world, but I do see beautiful faces right here, and it's a delight to be with you. And wherever you may be in the world, we're so glad you chose to be with us this morning. Come along for the ride. And no matter what spiritual journey you may have been on, we welcome you. We realize that God is in all the faiths, and we're grateful that you chose to be with us today to celebrate love, because that's what February does remind us about, isn't it? And we offer so many beautiful spiritual tools to help with so many human challenges that we tend to experience. And so this is a place that we sometimes refer to as a transformation station, because we can bring here in this time together whatever may be troubling or whatever may be fearful in any way, and just sort of leave it. There is like a divine vacuum that just moves it all away, brings us back to our center, back to the truth that there is God and nothing else. And this is why we're here, to remind each other that there is one infinite loving presence, one divine mind, and it is right where we are, expressing in, through, and as every one of us. So thank you for being here. We are a part of the Centers for Spiritual Living, which is a global organization, and we do have centers all over the world. And we share vision and mission, and we love to invite you to say some of these beautiful phrases with us, because they're meaningful and we choose to apply them in our lives, and invite you to do the same. And so years ago, our ministers from all over the place got together and came up with a beautiful vision statement. And this is how it goes. Please say it with me if you wish. Awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Imagine that. Do imagine that. Our creative imagination is a beautiful gift that was given to us. We use it all the time. And here we learn to use it for good. We learn to use this beautiful creative imagination to visualize our lives, our loved ones, our neighborhoods, and our world itself the way that God intended all of that to be. And so as we help each other wake up to our truth, the authentic self within us, everything gets better. We also have a statement that you might call our mission, and it has to do with using this creative intelligence in a beautiful and powerful way, because we are here with a very strong intention. We are here to co-create a world that works for everyone, a world that works for all. All includes all sentient beings, animals, plants, the world itself, the universe. We're here very much on purpose. And I love this spiritual community. By the way, I'm Maxine Kaye. Didn't mention that to you, but it's my joy to be your spiritual leader. It's my joy, especially, it's often the case with us spiritual leaders, we ministers, that we think we're supposed to be leading our people, and oftentimes it's like, oh, where are they going? Wait for me. I'm needing to catch up. And that's an intention, a divine intention, for us always to be in a place where we may be teaching our principles, and suddenly everybody is going miles beyond us in consciousness. And I'm happy with that. That's the way it's supposed to be. We also here in this beautiful center have developed our own Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living phrase. It's our purpose word. It's our purpose words statement. And if you care to say it with me, please do. It goes like this. Living, loving, learning, spirituality that works. And that's what we do. We love each other. We support each other. We're here to help each other through the tough times, to celebrate with one another in the happy times. And we have plenty of those. And it's a joy to be in community. And those of you who are out there watching, listening, well, you're now a part of our community too. And we're grateful for that. So welcome everyone. And now we would like to read one of the Declaration of Principles that Ernest Holmes wrote many years ago, probably almost 100 years ago now. Come on up here, Reverend Mike. How about reading to us this principle that pertains to today's lesson?
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Maxine, and hello, everybody. Okay. Listen with an open heart. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. Can you imagine that? That means that we don't have to fight to please a God outside of ourselves. But we are that essence of good itself expressing to us and desires to give good to us all the time. We just have to be ourselves and it's given to us. By grace, maybe. By conscious use of the law of mind, sure. But the truth is, we are that one expressing by means of us, and therefore by being good to us, it's good to itself. So join Dr. Maxine today in a wonderful talk.
Thanks, Reverend Mike. Yeah, this is all about love, and the love is something that is eternal and right where we are all the time. Thank you. Now we're going to have an opening song. This is Karen Drucker's There Is Only Love.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. It's love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. 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 There is only
So beautiful. Thank you, Karen. Hi, kids. It's time for me to have a little chat with you. Good morning. Oh, we have such beautiful sunshine here. It's cold, but sunny. And people are out and about. I noticed that when Reverend Mike and I were out yesterday, that they were dining outside and walking around and going to nurseries to get plants, and it's exciting to have sunshine again, even though it's kind of cold. We don't mind. I was thinking about how when Jesus was asked how to pray, he said, go into your closet and shut the door. And I think what he was saying was, come inside your heart and maybe close your mouth. Because it's often about listening to the love. Because God is love, as we know. Listening to that love within us. And just being still. And then beginning to see everything and everyone through the eye of the heart, which is the eye of love. It's when we create a new vision of what we and our families and our friends and our neighbors and the world can be like, that we are using the power for prayer in a very beautiful and needful way. Jesus also said that the kingdom of heaven is within you. And that means that's the place where God lives in you, without exception. And it sometimes takes just quieting ourselves in order to come to that place and to feel the love. It's always there. It's really who you are. You came in this way, and that's still there. And then, when we're experiencing God's love, it makes it easier for us to love other people and to feel their love. It's easier for us to see the truth about people, even when they're behaving in a kind of a rascally way. You know anybody? No, not somebody whose initials you signed, but anybody who acts in a rascally way. We can see the truth. We can celebrate who they really are. And you know what? Once we get to see the beauty in each other, once we get to see that God lives within every other person without exception, then not only will we see them differently, we'll begin to experience them differently, and really maybe change our relationship and have a better one. And another important part of this is that when we're seeing through the eye of love, we also want to speak with love. And that means not making judgments about other people, not criticizing them. I remember a story about a little lady way down south. I think everybody just called her Auntie. And she sat on her front porch in her rocking chair, just rocking and rocking. And people would come to her and for prayer. People would come to her for advice. People would come to her for comfort. People would come to her for her apple pie. Everybody loved Auntie. And Auntie never, ever said a bad thing about anybody else in the whole town. That's how full of love she was. One day, there's one fella in town who was known to be a real stinker. You know, he just was not nice to anybody, and he finally passed away. And there was a memorial service for him, and the people in town were very, very curious as to what Auntie might say, because she had never said a negative thing about anybody in her whole life. So after the memorial service, these people gathered around her and said, "Auntie, tell us, what did you think about so-and-so?" And she thought for a minute. She said, "You know, he must have had a lot of good in him, 'cause he let so little of it out." The good was always there. The good is always there. It's the love in you and the love within everyone else you know. So go practice that now. Love you. See you next time. Bye. Now we'll have some announcements, and the announcement will be done by our wonderful Monet. Come on up, Monet.
Good morning, everyone. Hi. My name is Monet Farrington. I am a member of your Board of Trustees and a Sunday production team member as well. Thank you. So I don't have my sidekick, but I think I can get through these announcements, okay? And Dr. Maxine, the story you started to tell kind of it was reminding me of a Golden Girls episode, but it ended up nicer than the Golden Girls. So to make it a little easier to remember our in-person Sunday celebration dates, here at the Inspiration Cafe, they are held every other Sunday. So the next Sunday that will be here will be February 18th, and then you can follow along the calendar. We love to see you and request that you are joining us in person by visiting our website and completing the registration process. Reverend Mike is going to continue holding his weekly How to Use the Science of Mind Zoom workshop that happens on Sunday mornings from Saturday. I knew that because Sunday we're here. Saturday mornings from 9:45 to 11 a.m. We hold our Nibbles and New Thought discussion gathering the first Mondays of each month. Our next one will be held tomorrow, which is Monday, February the 5th, and it starts at 6:30 and goes until about 8:30 in Malvern at the Brick and Brew. Sounds like some really cool people are going to be there tomorrow, so I will try to make it so I'm not left out. Our next full moon ceremony is held by Diane Wilson. Again, love that. I definitely recommend anyone to go to that who hasn't been there yet. It'll be held on Saturday, February the 24th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Collegeville. Dr. Maxine will be starting a new 12-week Zoom class on the Emma Curtis Hopkins Unveiling Your Hidden Power. It's beginning Tuesday the 27th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Sounds quite interesting. Thank you. Dr. Cheryl Macklin, will be holding an in-person 7-session grief group starting on Wednesday, March 20th from 7 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. here at the Inspiration Cafe. This group is open to anyone who would like to share in a healing experience with others in relation to losses he or she has experienced. These can include losses such as the loss of a loved one, of a beloved pet, an illness, the loss of a job, aging, the loss of certain abilities, and or a divorce. This group is available in person only. So please speak with Cheryl, and she, if you wish to sign up, the group is limited to 8 participants. Excuse me. Next, the easiest way to find more information or to register for these events, please go to our website, which is right there. It is cslphilly.org. Look at the pop-up screen and click on the event link there. Another way is to go to our events calendar page and click on the event that you're interested in. We have a lot of cool things happening, and I recommend that everyone jumps on the website and register because we'd love to see you. And that is it for me. Hope everyone has a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yay. Thank you, Monet. It's wonderful to make announcements interesting and fun. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce our wonderful practitioner to do some opening thoughts and spiritual mind treatment for us, Georgiana Gord.
Thank you, Dr. Maxine, and thank you, Monet. In preparing for today, one of the phrases that Dr. Maxine had shared was the phrase from Matthew 6:33, seek first the kingdom. So I got a little curious about the word seek, because sometimes it's easy to seek outside. And I started getting curious about how I was responding to the word seek. And I looked it up, and it said to seek means to actively look for, pursue, or search. Often implies a deliberate and purposeful engagement in exploration. And so I was just curious about that. And for me, what comes up for seek is discovering. And what a wonderful way to discover, to be together, as our service moves on, and to discover how we can court the presence. So please join me as you choose. I'm going to do this in the first person because I just love to connect even deeper with myself and discover. I know that, and I recognize that there is only one life. There is only one love, especially during our February month of love. There's one essence. There's one universal field of magnificence. And I'm so grateful that it is right where I am. Right where I am, God is. And I lean into unifying in this understanding, in this essence, and in this gift that is just for me to open up and unpack and get surprised with all the time. And the surprises are knowing the peace and joy and harmony and wisdom that circulate in this one life that is alive through and by means of me. And in this is, I realize, the magnificence of discovering the joy of courting the presence. And knowing that courting the presence is exactly what everyone did today, to get us here, to be either in person or virtual, to show and to demonstrate courting the presence through our song, through the talk, through the meditation, through all of the activities, seen and unseen. So I'm grateful for this delight and discovery into courting the presence and knowing that seeking the kingdom is right where I am. It seeks me, I seek it. What a wonderful combination. So I give great thanks and release this into the law, knowing it is received, acted upon, and done. And together we say, and so it is. Also together, if we can join and read our affirmation. I open my heart to the indwelling presence of the divine, and I walk with confidence and grace today. Thank you.
Remember as a child you dreamed of flying to the sky. Now there's nothing stopping you but doubts inside your own mind. You know that you can be whatever you would like to be. Your time has finally come. The world is ready now to see you. Let your love unfold. Let your love unfold. It will change the world starting with you. Let your love unfold. Let your love unfold.
It will change the world starting with you. Yes, you have the power to make anything so. Only you and God know where you are really meant to go. Rest assured that all your dreams are born to come true if you just find your strength inside and let it shine on through. Let your love unfold, let your love unfold. It will change the world starting with you. Let your love unfold, let your love unfold. It will change the world starting with you. Love for your own beauty and the beauty of the world. Love for the poor man, the rich man, for little boys and girls. Love for the birds singing, the sun bringing the spring. Love for the skies above, love for most everything. But do you love yourself as you know you should do? You are a child of God, no wall you can't break through. You've just got to believe that your great destiny awaits. All your wildest dreams will turn into your certain fate. So let your love unfold, let your love unfold. It will change the world starting with you. Let your love unfold, let your love unfold. It will change the world starting with you. Let your love unfold, let your love unfold. It will change the world starting with you. Let your love unfold, let your love unfold. It will change the world, it will change the world, it will change the world, starting with you. Starting with you. Starting with you.
Please join me in taking a deep, holy breath of spirit, breathing in the love, letting it circulate throughout your body, your mind, your emotions, your entire consciousness. And with every exhalation, see that love moving out into the room where you are and beyond into your community. With every inhalation, there is the revelation of love within you, deep within your heart. And with every exhalation, there is the sharing of that divine presence. And so this perfect circulation of love is happening right now within us all. Deep breath of the chi, the prana, the holiness of life itself that restores and reveals, illuminates, inspires, and motivates us. Inspire, breathing in. Breathe deeply in that divine love. And now, let your breath become a bridge to your heart. And as you enter sweetly and deeply into your heart, your holy heart, feel the welcoming divine embrace of love. God's love holding you tenderly, saying to you, "Thou art my beloved one, in whom I am well pleased. Thou art my beloved one. Welcome, welcome home to this sanctuary of the loving presence where all is well, all is love, all is wisdom. There is God and nothing else." And here let's simply surrender to this beautiful presence, loving, guiding, nurturing, inspiring us. And rest in this spacious awareness of the divine love that is constant. And there is nothing to do, nothing to know. Just let yourself be loved. The warmth, the nurture, the peace, the sense of all is well permeates your entire consciousness, allows you to be restored and refreshed, revitalized. Here there is love. Come to understand now that this loving presence is actually essence, the essence of you yourself. The love that is the divine love is your love, your truth, your authentic self. And in this understanding, if you have a question, come now into the silence and bring the question to the divine and listen. Listen with the ear of your heart to the precious answer ready to be revealed to you. And the answer to any question is always love. Love is the answer. And love is your essence. And love is all there is, the most powerful essence in the world. Breathing deeply that precious presence and continuing to share it with all in the world. Continue to know that all is well. All is well on the deepest, deepest level. Truly, all is well.
I clothe myself safely round with infinite love and wisdom. I clothe myself safely round with infinite love and wisdom. With love, with love, with
God is life and I am life. God is life and I am life. God is light and I am light. God is light and I am light. God is joy and I am joy. God is joy and I am joy. God is love and I am love. God is love and I am love. God is peace and I am peace. God is peace and I am peace. God is beauty and I am beauty. God is beauty and I am beauty. God is power and I am power. God is power and I am power. God is good, yes, God is good. God is good, yes, God is all these things. God is all these things. I am all these things. God is all these things. I am all these things. God is all these things. I am all these things. God is all these things. I am. God is good.
Thank you, Karen. Okay, we've got a brand new month here. It is February, and our theme for 2024 here at the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living is a whole new world. Whole new world. Are you ready for that? I am. And the theme for February is if only you could love enough. If only you could love enough. That's what we're focusing on. And today is courting the presence. Oh, how I love to court the presence. Ernest Holmes says to practice the presence of God is to awaken within us the Christ consciousness. Now, I love my Christ consciousness and yours, and I don't mind whatever name people choose to give to it. It could be the compassionate Buddha, the Atman, Emmanuel, presence. Now, how to court the presence? I have found the most effective way to court the presence is simply to open my heart, to open my heart to the divine. I don't have to beg for it. I don't have to bargain for it. That divine love is always within us. I just need to open my heart and allow it to reveal itself to me. And then to open my heart to the others, the beloveds in my life and in my world. And as we do this, we find that we are honoring one another in this consciousness of love. We're moving from a transactional relationship to a transformational relationship, where we're allowing that boundless love to move through and make those beautiful connections with one another. In that way, our love, our authentic love that we love to share with one another, can touch the chord of love within another person's heart. It has to be real. It has to be authentic. You know, Martin Buber, he came up with the most wonderful awareness that sometimes in this transactional kind of relationship, it's like an I-it. We're not seeing the divinity or even the humanity within another person. But rather, he said, it needs to be the I-thou. I-thou. What a difference. That is absolutely transformational. Because we're acknowledging the presence of the divine within the other person. We're saying, Namaste. The divinity within me salutes and celebrates and adores the divinity within you. This is the month of love. It's a time for us to dive more deeply into the presence. Many years ago, my beloved Barney, you've heard about Dr. Earl D. Barnum, who was my mentor, my spiritual teacher, and like a second papa to me from the time I was 10 years old. He taught me, he encouraged me, he believed in me. I still have his picture on my desk because I honor and celebrate and give thanks to him being the most beautiful channel through which Source brung me up. I was taking first year class when I was 14, and he was one of the most special people in my life, and still is. He was still in Southern California when my first church was in Northern California, and I would have him up frequently. My people adored him, and he inspired them as he always inspired me. And I noticed that there'd been some time passed, and I hadn't been in touch with him. His daughter called me, his daughter for whom I used to babysit. His daughter called me and said that her dad had passed. And it was a hard moment for me. And she and I cried together, talked together, loved each other through it. And I said, you know, Bonnie, it's been such a long time. I hadn't been in touch with your dad for a while. And she said, it's okay because he's not in his body anymore. And it's like, she said, what I'm feeling like is that now there's just this huge Barney blanket covering the earth. And so my Barney blanket was very, very real to me. A great Barney blanket. Well, I think of the divine presence of Christ's love, infinite love, as a blanket. This divine presence, whether it's for you a Buddha blanket or an Atma blanket or an Emmanuel blanket, it's everywhere. It's attainable. It's touchable. It's real. And I love knowing that the presence everywhere is always, always giving of its beautiful self to us. All I need to do is open my heart to experience it. And you know, I'm thinking of our solstice celebration, which was not very long ago in December, that was held at the lovely United Church of Christ in Wayne. And the Christians, the Buddhists, the Muslims, all of us, it was a love fest. It was a love fest because everybody ultimately was speaking of the same thing. That underlying all the apparent differences in our faith traditions is love. And that was a huge blanket, too. It happens to be authentically true that underlying everything else is the love, the infinite love. You see, the power of the divine dwells within all sentient beings. And many of you know also that in growing up in this beautiful religious science church in Redondo Beach, California, that a lovely lady in our church gave me a poem that I put up on my wall, my bedroom wall, and read every day before I went to school. And it's still a very important one to me. I'll share it with you. For some, for the 7th or 8th time. For others, perhaps the first. Power divine, the sunrise gloweth bright. I rise to do thy will. The love that kept me through the passive night can guide and keep me still. Fear cannot enter where the love divine doth ever dwell. The power and the strength alone are thine, and thou doest all things well. The weight of a decision unto me doth not belong. I look alone to thee, and in thy strength am strong. The power of love alone the world can sway. God shall prevail, if naught but love reign in my heart today. nothing I do can fail. That is a great way to go to high school. It's a great way to get through your teens. Love truly is the strongest power in the world. And we continue to move away from any concept of the love of power and move into the greatness of the power of love. You see, it's not who's the loudest, but who's the most loving that matters and that makes a difference in this world. Once again, not the love of power, the power of love. Emmett Fox, so many of you are aware of his beautiful poem. I want to share that with you. There is no difficulty that enough love will not conquer, no dis-ease that enough love will not heal, no door that enough love will not open. It makes no difference how deep set the trouble, how hopeless the outlook, how muddled the tangle, how great the mistake. A sufficient realization of love will dissolve it all. If only you could love enough, you would be the happiest and most powerful being in the world. If only we could love enough. Well, guess what? We can. And that's our assignment right now, is to reconnect with that loving presence within us. Simply to open our hearts as we court the presence. We learn a lot here in this center about directing the law of mind to co-create a beautiful life for ourselves and for the world. And we know, as Ernest Holmes taught us, that it's important to court the presence and then direct the law, which is why I love to go deeply into my meditation in the morning before entering into treatment. Because in doing that, I have already completed the first 2 steps of treatment, haven't I? The realization of the presence and the understanding of my individuation of that one presence in my own personal life. That's what we do. Love leads the way to the indwelling presence. Love leads the way to a wise and bountiful life that we live. Love leads the way to co-creating those relationships that we love. Love leads the way to making things right that aren't right in the world. Justice is what love looks like in public. Yeah. Whoever has love has life. This is Emma Curtis Hopkins, just a little teaser here. Whoever has love has life and radiates life wherever they walk. We can be that healing presence in the world by just walking into it with true, absolutely authentic love in our hearts that we care to share with everyone, wherever we walk. You know, it's the season for nonviolence, 64 days, and we're right in the middle of it right now, and many of our centers and many churches are celebrating it. And I want to share with you a quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. The essence of nonviolence is love. Out of love and the willingness to act selflessly, strategies, tactics, and techniques for a nonviolent struggle arise naturally. Nonviolence is not a dogma. It is a process. Obviously, it is a process that stems from the essence of love. I have a license to preach, but I think I don't need to preach to you about the importance of love. I think it's important that we understand that that's who we are. God is love. You and I are that love. And that love is our essence. And what we do with it in our individual lives and in the world. The action of love is what makes all the difference when we have first courted the presence, allowed ourselves simply to be so loved, to be reminded that indeed we are the beloved in whom God is well pleased, and that every sentient being that we see and encounter is also the beloved in whom God is well pleased. So let's seek first the kingdom, court the presence and direct the law, and then everything follows, and all of our needs are met. Will you say with me, I open my heart to divine love. I touch the chord of love within others' hearts. I let love lead my way. And so, my beloveds, beginneth our lesson. Well, thank you, my beloveds. Now it's time to celebrate the love of our abundance and its circulation. I give thanks for all the good that is given to me in so many different forms. And prosperity is something that we decide upon, whether it's physical abundance, whether it is love, whether it is health, whether it is the joyous expression of God's life in our creative, intelligent activity. And now we're celebrating our material abundance. And I give thanks that every good gift comes to me through the love of the presence of God. And it's my great joy to celebrate it and to circulate it. I love to give my gifts to this center because I see it as the closest source of my food, spiritual food. You are invited to give whatever your heart is telling you to do, and in any way, as you can see on the screen. There are many different ways to celebrate and support and nurture the ongoing growth of this beloved center. So I am going to ask us now to repeat our prosperity celebration affirmation. I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is. Thank you.
Where I am, God is. Where I stand, God is standing strong. Where I breathe, God is breathing life in and out and through me. Ask me where I sing, God is. Where I dance, joy lives at my feet. Where I live, beauty's flowing free, in and out and through me. As me, for where I doubt, God is the faith in me. Where I cry, God is the comfort there. Where I seek, God is the answer. Here and now, forever and ever and ever. Truth is, where I work, love is my career, and where I play, God is playing boldly, in and out and through me, as me. Oh, oh, do-do-do. Oh, hey, yeah. Where I am, where I stand, where I play, where I work and breathe and move and feel, where I sing, where I dance, my dance, my dance, wherever I go, where I pray and take and give and leave. God is, life is, joy is, oh, God is.
Faith Rivera.
Thank you, Faith. That was wonderful. Okay, anyone who's having a February birthday, will you please stand up wherever you may be, because it's time to sing to you. Hit it, Maestro. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear birthday. Happy birthday to you. That's it? Okay. Wonderful. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, everybody. Especially if you were born on February 29th, because you're very young, aren't you? You just have a birthday every 4 years. Thank you for being with us today. We are so happy to have you join us. And do keep in mind that other people can look at our website later, anytime, and you'll see this posted, and you can look at it again if you didn't get to be here today. So, thank you for the love that you are. The infinite presence of love within each and every one of us is absolutely divine. It is powerful. It's doing its beautiful work right now through each of us and all of us. For this, we're deeply grateful, and so it is.
So it is.
I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my power, over the mountains. I send my power, over the sea. I send my power, into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send peace over the mountains. I send peace over the sea. I send peace into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my passion over the mountains. I send my passion over the sea. I send my passion into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns